my name is Adrienne Wilson. I'm with IdeateTV, and I'm with Justin and Lorraine, who are author, publishers, and illustrators of their own books. Tell me about your projects.
Yeah, so these days we are publishing a lot of political things. We really don't like what we're seeing in the world, so we're trying to put out some positive messages, not just about what's happening, although that's really important, but also how to be better. So I'm a teacher, she's a school psychologist, so the books we make aren't just about great stories, but they're about helping to make the world a little bit of a better place.
So each of our books have a social emotional learning plan at the end of them. So if anyone picks up our books, it's how to be a nicer person, how to get along with friends, how to do things when things are stressful for you. So we want to try and cover anything that would support that social emotional learning, help parents a little bit, helps educators in the schools and anything like that. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Can I ask what topics you guys have been covering recently in your recent projects?
The biggest thing we're working on these days is anti-bullying. We're seeing a lot of the national folks out there, especially Donald Trump, just being a big, mean bully. So we feel like making fun of power is one of the best ways to do that. So our Big Baby Donnie series is doing great. People really love it. And it is very funny. And we feel like that's the best way to speak truth to power.
Yeah, we have two books now. One is about the No Kings protest, which is this one right here. And the other one is our recent release, and that is about the LA takeover recently. So there are lesson plans, like I said, at the end of the book. So how to be a nice person, how to get invited to birthday parties, things like that. Just a little fun take, the little parody on that.
What I love about this is that it's one thing to have an idea, but it's a whole nother thing to do it, and to have all of these published and ready to go is phenomenal. Can you talk a little bit about your process and what keeps you going and what it looked like to get everything from idea to publication?
Yeah.
We've been doing this for almost 10 years now. So our first books were really quite a bit simpler, but now we got a little team that we work with, and trying to get our friends' ideas out there, and it's both simple and complicated, as all these things are. But the process is definitely getting smoother the more we do it.
So we kind of start with lesson plans, and then we develop it from like, how can we present some of these lessons plans? So what do we want to learn from these? How do we support people in learning these lessons that are fun, engaging, but gentle at the same time? So we really want people to really, after COVID, we really want people just to come together as a community and talk to each other face to face. In my practice, I do a lot of board games and things like that. And so this kind of helps start that conversation.
I love that you guys both have a background in education. Can you talk about how your background and your professions have been able to transfer to these projects?
Sure, yeah. At the end of the day, teaching is about figuring out what the people need to learn and then giving it to them in a way where it's digestible, where it can be as smooth of a process as possible. I try to keep my classroom really fun and really engaging, and a lot of laughter and a lot of learning. And so because we come from that sort of comedic background, I'm a theater teacher and she's a school psychologist. So we definitely come from a place where service is first on that. So how can you make something that your audience wants it? That's one of the biggest challenges, both in the classroom and on the floor out here in LA Comic-Con.
Oh, I have a lot of students who play video games, and I think it's really important for them to understand that learning can be fun. That's it.
Can I ask, what is the target age group for these projects?
This one I really would say is more of a children's book for adults. It's totally appropriate for kids, but the target really is, most adults don't read as much nowadays as 30, 40 years ago. So giving something to adults in a way that's humorous is a really nice way in. This book right here is more for like your 7 and 8 year olds. It's a combination storybook plus mazes. There's 20 mazes in here. They start really easy and they get extremely difficult. So it's the kind of thing that a little kid could really enjoy it, but then they might not be able to get the whole way through the first time. So something they can grow into.
And do you have a favorite project that you've worked on personally? Like, what is your favorite out of the ones you've published?
Oh gosh, I think mine right now is this one. It's the Little Brainstorm Season 1, and it's basically has some everyday affirmations that I really like, that really supports with what I do for students. So sometimes we don't fit exactly in the box. And so how do we self-regulate? How do we find resiliency within ourselves? Do you have a favorite project?
I'm excited about the project I'm working on right now. Can I get that? the season 1. So these characters, Brain and Crutch, are some of our central characters. We have a couple novels that we're working on also, but I'm working on a story right now called Brain Saves the Day, and it's just it's very reminiscent of Mo Willems, if you know him. Did Elephant and Gerald, and Pigeon wants Don't Let the Pigeon Ride the Bus, and it's that one's really aimed at like 7-year-olds, and it's the character tries to prove that he had like a really important day, but over and over again, he's just making mistakes until finally at the end, they realize that friendship was the thing that he did that was the most important anyway.
Yeah, so we have 2 characters here. Brain is a character named Bob's brain, actual brain. So when Bob was taking a really hard math test, he literally went blank because his brain went away. And so that is our visualization of what some neurodivergent folks might experience in the classroom when they go blank, or they're unable to speak, or if they get a little squirrely. So as a school psychologist and a teacher, we wanted to make sure to know that people who have these neurological differences, that there are other people that are similar like them, and that it's okay, and we just work with you with that, you know?
I love that you guys both lead with understanding and communication. For our folks who are watching, where can they find you?
Our website is littlebrainstorm.com. A bunch of our books are on Amazon. We're on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, so pretty much everywhere.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Thank you. This is Adrienne Wilson with IdeateTV.